We're taking a brief break from election coverage to have another important conversation. 1 in 5 households in Houston face food shortages. This is according to Empower CDC. The Houston-based nonprofit is launching a food pantry to help families ahead of Thanksgiving. Joining me live in Studio A, our Executive Director, Will Merrick, and Director of Programs, LaShondra Penny Small, with more on how your family can get the help you need. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for coming in.
Good morning.
Thank you for having this conversation. Yeah, absolutely. As we know, the need is great. The holidays are here. We're just a few weeks away from Thanksgiving. Talk to us about what the need looks like right now in our community.
Yeah, you know, the need is very important to us. You know, our program, Empower to Feed initiative, and it is designed to meet the urgent need of our communities, right? You know, so the need is critical because you have people that's living paycheck to paycheck, right? Inflation's are high, the food costs, utilities. It's like putting a drop of water in a bucket, not knowing it has a hole in it. So meeting those needs, it decreases the negative outcomes of children lacking education, you know, trying to learn while their stomach is growling, you know. So we want to specifically target the vulnerable communities.
And if children have to worry about where their dinner is coming from, they're not going to be able to be successful in the areas they need to be, and that's being a kid.
It's incredibly difficult. And one of our primary missions with Empower is to service ALICE House Homes. ALICE House Homes being an acronym for asset limited, income constrained, and employed. And coming from a household of that demographic myself, being raised by a single mother in the 80s and 90s on a teacher's salary in Mississippi, I've seen firsthand how food insecurities can really impact kids.
You both touched upon two interesting things. You said paycheck to paycheck, and you said you came from a single family household, a mom who was a teacher. And so with that, I want to be clear, we're not talking about people who are necessarily poor. These are hardworking people who just can't make ends meet.
That's right. That's right. Not alone. Disasters, right? Family crisis,
emergencies,
you know, emergencies. It impacts the whole family.
When is this program launching?
Tomorrow.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, tomorrow. Our initiative starts tomorrow, weekly on Wednesdays. First Wednesday is from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. The third and second and fourth Wednesday is from 9 to 1. Yes, so we're excited. It's in the South Houston area in Pasadena in Windsor Gardens.
We host a lot of conversations about how the challenges are exceedingly obvious during the summer months, right? When kids are not in school, they don't have that resource, that blanket to support them. The second most challenging time, though, is certainly the holidays.
Absolutely.
Talk to us about the challenges families are facing right now heading into the holidays.
Yeah, so it goes back to that whole food insecurity thing. The holidays is a time for family to get together, break bread, share a meal, and so many families right now don't have access to the good amount of food to service their whole family. You know, people want their families to come by, kids to come hang out with the grandparents, and again, just break bread and share a meal together and enjoy one another. And when you don't know where that food is coming from, it becomes an issue. You know, it deals with your morale. It just breaks you down a little bit. It's demoralizing. So what we're trying to do is help people to not have to deal with that. And coming from, again, the same type of household, same type of demographic, you know, my mom always made enough money for us to get by, but never really to thrive. And she always made too much to qualify for government assistance. So there's no food stamps. It's that gray area, and unfortunately, so many people are in that gray area.
That's right.
So we're trying to do our best to do our part to combat that.
For people in our community who say food insecurity does not impact me, what would you say to them?
Go for it, Penny.
Oh, I know Penny has a response for this.
I would say it impacts us all. You know, micro, macro, it impacts you all. Imagine your family, someone that you don't know. You know, your cousins might be going through it. A lot of individuals do not say they want the help, and they're going through it silently, so it impacts them psychologically. You know, so they might call their family member and they lashing out You're not knowing that they're going through a food insecurity and not knowing that it's really impacting you indirectly.
Yeah.
So don't think that it doesn't happen to you, because any emergency can make it happen to anyone. Put you over.
If it's not you today, it could be you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. So knowing your neighbors and being there for your community when they need it most is definitely critical. Talk to us about the qualifications that for this program for folks to register.
You qualify by your income. You just call us and we'll provide more information. But if you receive government assistance, you know, and if you are, you know, having lack of income, you know, that's how you qualify. Just call in and we'll be able to go through it confidential as well.
And for more information, where can folks go?
Yes,
www.empowercdc.org. On the landing page, you'll see a tab that says Food Pantry. Click on that. The application is in that page.
And the big day's tomorrow.
Big day's tomorrow.
Sign up.
Sign up.
Sign up.
Okay, we of course will put all of this information inside this article on our website, clicktohouston.com. Chandra and Will, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely.